Hey there, Davison. It's time for another exciting night of basketball from Davison. I'm Sean Bednard.
And I'm Chris Jared.
Chris, we're playing Flint Northern tonight, and looks like it's going to be a really good matchup, I'd say.
Yeah, that's right, Sean. The last time the Cards played Flint Northern was at Flint Northern. And I talked to Coach Happ before the game with the Cardinals, and he said one of the things that they should do better this time around is they're definitely going to have to keep the ball out of the paint. They got some bigs, and they like to work it inside of the post, and they like to bang, and they like to get a lot of offensive rebounds and convert that into points. They definitely have to keep the ball out of the paint and keep it on the perimeter and cut into a hard-nosed defense. Another thing that he said is they're going to have to cut down on turnovers on the offensive side of the ball. He said that they have over 30 turnovers when they were on offense at Flint Northern. He said that if they keep those two, if they control those two factors right there, they should be fine for the whole game through.
Number 34, Tommy Johnson. And number 40, Theodore Turner. The Vikings are coached by Mr. Garner Pleasant.
Coming off a hard-fought loss to Saginaw Arthur Hill on Friday. I mean, 64-48, but the score does not speak enough justice for Davison.
That's right.
Junior guard,
like you said, it doesn't really speak a lot of justice because the Cards fought so hard all the way through, but, I mean, they didn't win any of the quarters, so first quarter, a little bit of a point margin, second quarter, a little bit of a point margin, third quarter, fourth quarter, a little bit of a point margin there, and that's where you see the Cardinals kind of slipping behind on the points. So, I mean, even though they fought so hard and they kept it close the whole way through, 16 points doesn't really, tell the whole story about how the Cards played.
Yeah, you said it. When you keep, those points just keep adding up over time as you let them go.
That's right. Yeah, the Cards, you can kind of already guess that the Cardinals are going to have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. And they're going to be trying to come back and get a big win before going back to work on Friday.
You said it.
Senior, number 15, Logan Richard.
Not as big as a crowd as Friday, Chris, but should still be a pretty loud crowd tonight.
That's right. Just like, the Cardinals, it doesn't matter they love having big crowds and they love having a crazy atmosphere, but every
that's for sure.
Especially against a team like this. This team, Flint Northern, is going to try and challenge the Cardinals to sink down to their level and play very, very fast-paced. They're going to try to make the Cardinals play their type of Viking basketball. But the Cardinals, they're at home. They're going to try and control the basketball game. They're going to try and show them how Cardinal basketball is really done.
That is for sure, Chris. We're gonna definitely see more of a shootout here tonight as opposed to a defensive struggle. Now Flint Northern, they're coming off a 65-53 win at Mount Pleasant on Friday. And they, like you said earlier, they beat Davison at home 52-36 on December 7th. So Cardinals should be looking for some vengeance here.
That's right.
Let's play some basketball.
Joe Jarrett says it best. Let's play some basketball.
Could not agree more. Atmosphere is set. Tables ready. Let's play basketball. Student section is standing up. What a great way to start.
Now I'm getting word that Logan Page is the only Cardinal hard hat wearer tonight here in the student section. That's quite a shame.
No, you can't miss work. You got to bring the hard hat every game.
Out to take the tip for the Cardinals is Joe Twing. For the Vikings, number 34, Tommy Johnson.
Northern wins the tip.
Lewis here with the ball for the Vikings, trying to set something up. McFadden driving down low, gets the foul called.
Number 15, Logan Richards, his first.
Now see, that's a bad play early on for the Cardinals. An early foul with only, 17 seconds into the game.
McFadden.
That's right. Richards is Richards is one of those players that you want to have in all four quarters, and an early foul like that just hurts.
Exactly. Makes the first one. That was Michael McFadden at the line. Already made his first free throw. And 2 for 2.
Carrizales bringing the ball up the floor here for the Cardinals over to Marino. Over to Richards. Richards kicks it inside of Marino. Marino with the alley play, and he gets it to go.
Marino for 2.
Now, Chris, my memory doesn't strike me right now, but was Logan Richards wearing that knee brace on Friday?
No, it's funny that you said that because I was looking at that with a kind of a curious eye. I don't remember it. Now, that can only raise a question what, anything could have happened in practice. Maybe the game gave him some troubles with his left knee. I haven't heard anything about the left knee as of right now. but it looks like it shouldn't be a problem for him as of right now if he's playing.
Yep, if he is injured, they're just going to have to make sure they're very careful with him because, like you said, that's a player you want all 4 quarters.
Right, so if he's playing tonight, that's good. Marino not ready for that ball. Going to be Viking basketball here.
Early on, we're already seeing a lot of what Davison did second half against Saginaw Arthur Hill, and they can't be having that. Driving into the paint, takes it on his own, and that's a basket.
Yep, Rooker's got to really move his feet there and make sure that he can't get past him so easily like that.
There's Deacon and Dukin through the Davison defense, and boom, basket. Alliteration there, Chris.
Yeah. Carrizales at the top of the key with the ball over to Richards.
Northern's playing a very tight
yep. Guarded tightly by McFadden there. Kicks it to Marino. Marino with the floater off the front of the iron. Gets his own rebound. Follow, and
there you go. And one, baby.
Marino's the type of scrapper. He shoots a shot. You don't ever have to stress twice to him. Follow your shot, Marino. He'll go right to the boards, and he'll crash the rebounds, get his own bucket even if he has to.
Yeah, he is not afraid to go in the paint.
No, not at all. He plays AAU basketball. I know that he plays for the Tri-County Tigers, one of the better AAU teams. And very, very, he gets the free throw to go there. Very, very, very talented young man. He's a very hard worker too. He started playing basketball his freshman year. You don't really hear about that a whole lot. You hear about kids that go to play varsity and let alone be good at varsity and play AAU like that, to have been playing their whole lives and be raised playing basketball. To start your freshman year, that's pretty something.
That definitely is something, because varsity, like you said, it's an achievement for any athlete, but to be playing all 4 years on varsity, that's just something special.
Rooker called with a charge foul there. That's his first, Cardinals' second of the game.
Inbound here to Ramon Lewis.
McFadden pulls up, kicks it over.
Do a lot of high passes, as you can see early on.
Yeah.
Good offensive rebound, or defensive rebound there from Marino.
He's also like the type of player he can bring the ball right up the floor if you need him to.
Well, but bad mistake there. But nearly makes that first mistake. Still throwing the body around.
Yep, that's the Cardinals' second turnover this game already.
Got to be careful about that.
Yep, you do. You got
Don't want those to end up. I mean, they're already down. Well, it's only a 1-point deficit here, but like you said earlier, those points are built up.
Exactly.
Now, Chris, I don't know how much you know about it, but what does the hard hat symbolize for Davison's student section?
Right. That was something that was started about last year, with the guys, Jaron Valentine, Keegan Hilgendorf, guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just, just kind of started as a playful joke, but really, if you want to deep down and, look for something to symbolize for it, I think it just kind of can, show the mentality of the Cardinals, how they're willing to go to work every single night and, just really bring their, gloves off, basketball, and on the floor like that. You see Carrizales diving for that loose ball. You saw Marino over there diving for his own mistake, loose ball by the sideline. Cardinals bring that mentality. Hey, Sean, we're on TV.
Yeah, look at that.
They just love going to work every single night, and that's a type of team that's going to eventually win games and win championships with that type of mentality.
Yeah, much as though as the hard hat symbolizes blue collar, Davison is a blue collar team, and we're not just going to go down without a fight. We saw that against the Lumberjacks last Friday.
That's right.
Now we only have one hard hatter here tonight, but it only takes one.
Logan Page will take on a Cardinal any day. And he played last year too, so he's definitely a type that can vouch for the Cardinal team.
Block there.
Vines with the ball, kicks it over to Rooker. Rooker trying to set something up here for the Cardinals. Carrizales coming to aid, kicks it over to Vines in the right corner. Driving, catching contact. He's ahead of the line for 2 shots.
Well, see, that's a good foul to get for you.
Exactly, that's right. It's a good defensive foul, and you're going to want to keep a big guy like Vines out of the paint if you're the Vikings.
Definitely.
That foul is on number 22, Michael McFadden for the Vikings. The senior.
Student section throwing their arms up. And shot will fall. Very nice basket for Vines.
Yep. Cardinals shooting 100%, 3 for 3 from the free throw line this
And
game
see,
already.
that's what's important.
You're going to want to, in a game like this where it's going to be on the floor, you know, raspberry burns on your knees after the game and stuff, you're going to be want to make every single free throw, every single free point that you can.
Definitely. Misses that second one though, so
I think
3 for 4.
I think they called a lane violation or something. Vines is going to shoot another one.
All right, so chance to fix his mistake. And he won't miss twice.
That's right.
Seems like it's going back to the hard hatter. It seems like it's a lot of football player or former football players of the defensive for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
We had Max McCombs last week. We have Logan Page here tonight.
Logan Page, Clinton Rooker, Trevor Thomas, all those guys, you know. Yeah, exactly. They going to work every night on a game night is a familiar mentality for Davison Athletics. They'll bring 100%, going to work, bringing it, you know, giving their all. That's no surprise on Tuesday and Friday nights. Vines at the top of the key, calling for help, takes it to Richards.
So far into this quarter, I was pretty wrong about my prediction. I thought this would be a shootout, but it's kind of turning into a defensive struggle.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, the majority of the points for the Cardinals that came off, like you said, was free throws.
That's right.
I believe they're 4 for 4 on.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
4 for 4 out of their 7 points already in the game. They're going to live and die by the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, that's an important statistic to keep on the positive side.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, like you said, the intensity's not all that there tonight for the Cardinals. But they're going to, if you tell them that there's not a lot of people there, you know, they won't really care. They can still find a way to work around it and give it their all, and they're going to find most of their momentum after last Friday's game. You know, seeing how they can play with a high caliber team like that, they're going to be like, you know, that's going to tone down on the rest of the season for them, how they can compete with these other teams.
Exactly. It doesn't matter if there's 100 or 1. It only takes one person to be cheering there for the Cardinals to know they're doing something right.
Frank
Right there, you see.
That's a little alley-oop bunny shot there.
I'd say so.
Lewis here kicks it to McFadden, stripped away by Carrizales. Stepped out of bounds. Cardinal basketball.
And so there's a bad mistake. You cannot step out of bounds.
That's right.
Bad turnover for the Vikings.
Marino's going to check in here for Grant Rooker. On the floor right now for the Cardinals is Andrew Miller, J.C. Carrizales, Jacob Marino, Frank Vukai, and Joe Twing. I mean, you look at it, they got one guard on the floor. Marino can kind of be a guard because he's, you know, a very all-around skilled player, but that's 2 guards, 3 bigs. You know, like they said, you're going to want to keep the ball out of the paint for them on defense. Like that right there, you can see that it's going to be definitely a struggle to keep the ball out of the paint because they can burn you if they want to.
Yep. What we were seeing there was a kind of a more heightened Cardinal offense right there.
Yeah, exactly.
For instance, we're seeing Carlos Boone is obviously undersized compared to the Cardinals on the floor right now. 2:31 left here in the first quarter. Cardinals down 10-9.
Miller along the left post gets the foul and the bucket to go.
There you go.
Count the basket for Miller.
We're going to take a look at this replay here of the Vikings and 1.
Johnson.
Marino trying to set his feet for the charge. Looks like he just might have gotten it down.
And number 40.
Very good attempt there of a
Theodore Turner checking.
very good attempt there of a charge trying to stop the ball, but referees didn't think so.
Yeah, that's a very powerful shot too.
Yeah, that's a bang time call, and you know, that's one that you can let go. Anna Miller gets the second shot to fall.
Another 3-point play there for the Cardinals.
Yep. 5 for 5 from the free throw line. That's one of the stat trackers that you're going to keep an eye on. The Cardinals are definitely going to have to make their free throws tonight.
And so far, so good.
Yeah. Ooh, nice pass. Couldn't connect with the hands of Carnell Dunbar. Another Viking turnover. That's kind of burning them. They've had about 4.
That's kind of a role reversal from last week's game for the Cardinals, but now it's happening to the Vikings. Long 3, kaboom! It'll fall. What a shot there by JC.
Carrizales has some range in his shot. I remember last year we were playing Powers on the road, We were down by about 13. He pulls up with a 3 to end the third quarter. And he's one of those guys where if the momentum's just right, it doesn't matter who he's guarded by or what's going on, he'll sink that shot. Ooh. Joe Twing with a hard foul there.
Nice block, though.
Yeah.
Going back to JC, he's just one of the really humble players of this team. I mean,
he is, definitely.
He's got a really hard-working team, blue collar, like you said, but JC, he's just puts it in his all every night.
Yeah,
true leader.
Exactly. I've seen a lot of almost every single practice after hours. You can see Carrizales in the gym shooting with the lights off. You know, he doesn't even need light, just shooting free throws, shooting threes, you know, just shooting around, making himself a better basketball player, and you can't ask for a better player than that.
Yeah, and after that long three, we saw all that practice makes perfect.
That's right. Joe Twing gets that free throw to fall.
Davison kind of building a nice little lead here, up 6 points, and could make it 7 if Twing makes this next one.
Yeah, that's right. Joe Twing at the line to make it 2 for 2.
And shot will fall. So 7 for 7 here tonight. Looking pretty good for the Cardinals so far.
That's right, Sean.
17-10 lead here for the Cardinals with $1:30 left in the first quarter.
Lewis being guarded loosely by Carrizales. Boone trying to drive the lane.
Yep.
Kicks it out to Sheffy.
Can't leave those man open.
That one's going to head out of play.
Up and over.
That's right. Good look there by Boone, but couldn't get that shot to fall.
One of the most frustrating events that can happen for a basketball player. You shoot it on the basket and it just bounces over.
Oh, yeah, I know it. I can vouch. My freshman year of experience, I can vouch. Marino pulling up, faking, kicks it over to Richards. Long overcourt pass inside to Twing. Catching some arms. I'm going to call it double dribble.
Ooh.
It's another turnover for the Cardinals. That's only 3. They had quite a lot of turnovers during the Saginaw Arthur Hill game. So 3 here at the end of the first quarters. They're definitely controlling the ball right now. Yeah, that's right.
And see, the worst part about those turnovers that they had in the Saginaw Arthur Hill game was they were coming when they most needed points.
That's
like
right.
Late in the second.
That's right.
I mean, I'm talking about third and fourth quarter mostly.
Yep.
Cardinals couldn't get anything to fall in those 2 quarters.
Yep. Yeah, everything was rolling their way. And right now, it kind of looks like the same thing. Everything's rolling the Cardinals' way right now. Free throws are falling. They're getting the ball inside the post. They're catching a lot of defensive rebounds. Miller gets fouled there by number 20, Victor Sheffy.
And we'll see if they can make it 9 for 9.
Yeah, that's right.
Ball number 20, Victor Sheffield.
So actually, Davison's winning the foul battle here.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. You look at the fouls for the Cardinals. They only got 3, and the Vikings are in a bit of foul trouble. They got 1 more to give till the Cards are shooting bonus.
And you got to be sure that Coach Alderson was stressing that at practice on Monday. Just cannot commit those fouls.
Yeah, exactly. And another thing that you're gonna have to think is they had to have practiced free throws. They're 8 for 8 from the line, where the Saginaw Arthur Hill game they were shooting below 500. That's something else for the Cardinals. That's a big,
offensive
huge
rebound after offensive rebound, but hits the basket and just decides to go under.
Sheffy controlling the ball here for the Vikings.
I believe he missed that last free throw. So.
Yes, he did.
So we got to be Davison 8 for 9, which is still a very good number.
Yep, that's right. Boone controlling the ball here, guarded by Marino.
We'll definitely be looking for the last shot here, Chris.
Yep. 7 seconds left. It looks like they're going to try and isolate the paint. Boone's just going to drive. Oh, nice kick along the left baseline.
That'll count. Count it. So, 18-12 lead here for the Cardinals, and you know what? We're going to kick it over to Josh out with the sideline report. What do you got for us, Josh?
Thanks, guys. I talked to Coach Alderson before the game, and he said the main keys of the game are going to be defense and rebounds. So far, they're winning the game on the board with a score of 17-10, or 18-12, sorry. And but their zone defense is a little sketchy so far. It seems that the Northern has come through a couple times with layups easily. I mean, yeah. Well, I'm going to send it back to you guys. See you next time.
All right, thank you, Josh. Like I said before, 18-12 lead here for the Cardinals. And what do you think Flint Northern's got to work on to get back into this game, Chris?
Well, right now in the huddle, Coach Pleasant's going to be talking to the Vikings. He's going to be saying, we got to be slowing the ball down on the offensive side. We got to be trying to work it on the inside of the post, try and get quality buckets, try and look for an open free man if he's open, try and set some screens, get a guy open, get a good look at the bucket, and really try and cut these fouls down. Like you can look, they already got 6, one more to give until they're shooting 1 and 1 in the bonus. And I think that's what the Vikings are going to be trying to work on the most, cutting down fouls and then trying to work the ball inside the post on the offensive side of the ball.
And what do you think Davidson's got to do to maintain this lead?
Well, the Cardinals are, like I said, they've started off strong, 18-12 here at the start of the second quarter. But they're going to have to definitely try and keep the free throw percentage high, and they'll be trying to keep working the ball inside of the paint on the offensive side of the ball. Now, on top of that, they're going to be trying to keep the ball out of the paint on the defensive side of the ball. So the Vikings are going to have to really earn their points, shooting the ball outside of the arc, inside, outside of the paint, inside the arc. Really going to be trying to test their offensive skills and trying to get them to crack right there outside of the paint.
Definitely, I agree. Good defensive rebound there for Marino, but bad turnover.
Kicks it up here to Boone.
Coming out quick.
Nice move, rebound by Marino. Couldn't get it to fall.
It's a nice little move they executed there.
That's right. Carrizales looking to slow things down, being guarded by Boone. Kicks it to Richards, being guarded by Sheffy. Long overcourt pass to Carrizales. Inside of Marino. Marino's going to take that shot. Can't fall. Hits the back of the iron. Rebound by Joe Twing. Kicks it back out to Carrizales.
JC's wide, yeah.
And he's kind of that help guy. If the Vikings end up getting that defensive rebound, he's going to be there for help and support on the backside of the ball. Joe Twing with his second straight offensive rebound. He's going to be headed line for a pair of shots.
Yeah, you just keep hitting the bunkers, and you just keep hitting the tips of the ball.
That's right.
I mean, eventually they're going to have to push out of the way out of frustration or something.
Right. I mean, that can't happen if you're the Vikings. You got to be getting a body on them and driving them out and boxing them out and getting a nice, clean defensive rebound.
Perseverance pays off.
Yep.
That's the lesson here.
Joe Twing gets the first free throw to fall. Yeah, you look at the Cardinals' turnover rate here in the first quarter. They had 6 turnovers as opposed to the Vikings 4. And they're going to want to cut down on that just a little bit. But I think other than that, they should be fine. The lead, the lead shows how they're working on the offensive side of the ball. If they keep their free throw rate up and if they keep working inside and earning their shots, they're going to be just fine here in this game.
Yeah, like you said, there's not too much to work on for the Cardinals coming out of the first, but they had some bad turnovers early. They've kind of shut it down since then, but now I think they're back in their rhythm.
That's right. Here to bring the ball up for the Vikings is Boone.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to get your 50-50 tickets.
Nice screen set there by Anthony Johnson. Lewis over to Sheffy. Sheffy putting the work on. And a carry is called there on Victor Sheffy. And another turnover for the
another
Vikings.
bad mistake there for the Vikings.
Yeah.
I think we should be seeing a timeout soon here by Coach Pleasant.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. And right now, on the other hand, Alderson is going to sit back and he's going to watch the game kind of handle itself. He's going to see how his Cardinals are going to do, how they can handle the situation right now with a nice lead, see if they can keep things up. And once the Vikings are going to start scoring, I believe that Alderson, that's when he's going to start calling timeouts and saying, settle down, we're fine, we still got this lead. Let's keep advantage here on the Viking team because they're just going to be trying to work the ball on the inside. Let's keep them out of the paint. Let's keep control of this game.
Exactly. And going back to Flint Northern, I mean, they were playing toe for toe, blow for blow here for the beginning of the first quarter, but now they're kind of letting the game get away from them a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, a 7-point lead is not insurmountable, but I mean, it's more than they want.
Right. Here's Boone, guarded by Carrizales. You're looking at this Cardinal defense right now. They're not in man-to-man, they're in a zone. No, it actually looks like they are in a man-to-man. They're going to be trying to keep. I wouldn't be surprised if they were in a zone. Yep, Boone hits that floater. I wouldn't be surprised if they were in a zone trying to keep the ball out of the paint. Trying to avoid screens and that's the defense that you want. Nice look there by
just can't get that to
Twing.
fall, but
Uh-oh,
right here.
Pass. Off the foot there. of Deontay Hopkins. That's going to be Cardinals basketball. Another turnover for the Vikings.
Got to make sure you have that ball before you shoot the ball.
That's right. I think that's the one thing he did wrong there is he went up shooting for a layup and the ball wasn't in his hands.
Exactly, and that's never a situation you want.
Right. Dalton Root here for the first time in the game for the Cardinals. Shot there by Tavarian Vines, can't get that bucket to fall. Controlled by Lewis. Float over to Boone. Boone with the floater. 3-point bucket can't fall.
Nice
Rebounded by
one-handed grab there by
Yeah.
JC.
Yeah, he gets up, he gets that board. Kicks it over to Vines. Vines looking to the inside. And a blocking foul. Oh. The ref signaled for a block and then signaled for a charge. And it's going to be on 11, Frank Vukai.
Frank Vukai, his first, team fifth.
That's a tough foul, tough turnover there for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals kind of catching up with Flint Northern here for fouls now. It's 5 for the Cardinals and 7 for the Vikings. So
That's right.
just want to minimize those as much as possible.
Yep. Boone with the ball here up top. Facing that T3 defense there by the Cardinals. Cardinals keeping their hands out wide, trying to deny any ball that's going to go inside the paint. Free ball taken there by Lewis. Can't get the ball fall.
Bukai, nice rebound.
Yep.
Tips it up in the air and grabs it.
Yeah. You put some beef on that kid, and he'll be a real promising player for the Cardinals here in the next 2 years. I mean, he's only a sophomore, and he's already being exposed to varsity talent, varsity players in the Saginaw Valley League. You know, he's only going to get better from here, and I think that he's going to be one of the better seniors on the Cardinal team.
I definitely agree. It's always nice to have young talent.
Yeah.
Fresh legs that can come in during any time of the game.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, Carrizales.
Not too sure if I agree with that call, but I mean, heat of the moment.
Yep. Blocking foul there, calling Carrizales. Checking into the game here is Slazak, number 2, for number 5, Dalton Root. Number 32, Jake Marino, for number 22, Joe Twing.
And number 32.
Things always seem to get interesting when Slazak comes in.
That's right.
I mean, last Friday, of course, we saw that exciting part when Slazak got knocked down.
Knocked down by Jalen Adams. Yeah, that was.
And they got some retribution there on a blocking foul, technical.
Yeah, that was something else. That was a very fun game to call.
That was
a pleasure.
Timeout here by Flint Northern.
Yep. Coach Buzz is going to call a timeout. It looks like the Vikings right now just kind of straight away from their offense, and it looks like they're trying to get any open shot. I think he's going to try and guide them back in line and say, listen, this is our offense. We got to try and work by this if we're going to score, if we're going to keep this game close. Now, what do you think the Cardinals are saying right now, utilizing this timeout? What do you think they're saying?
Gotta knock down those fouls. I mean, they've gotten 3 in this quarter already. That's not too many, but I mean, they're catching up with the Vikings, like I said earlier. They just want to keep getting good shots, limit the turnovers, but not too many. I mean, they're playing pretty good ball right now. They just need to put some more points on the board.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Another thing I'd like to bring up during this timeout is, well, I mean, the Clarion Vine shoes. I mean, they got the maroon and gold with the maroon and gold socks. I mean, I'm just really digging his fashion sense right now.
Yeah, you can tell he's got those All-American McDonald's basketball shoes on right now.
Cardinal pride right there, Chris.
Yeah.
Cardinal pride right there.
Hey, Sean, we're on TV.
Hey, look at that. First.
Yeah, really. You see our voice, now it's our beautiful faces.
It's a good combination.
Lewis is here, going to be inbounding the ball for the Vikings. He's going to be guarded by Marino. Oh, Carrizales not paying attention. Good rebound by Vines.
Not a very good shot selection
you're
there,
right.
I'd have to say.
You're right.
Good concept, just didn't execute the right way.
You're right.
Ooh.
Pushed
Good
up here
call
to
there.
Lewis. Baseline, yep. Marino
We're gonna
calling
go
the charge
here.
there.
Yeah, there you go.
Way to stop the ball. That's a great defensive play that this Cardinal team definitely prizes. They take the time out of their practice to practice charges and practice the formation of how to take a quality charge. You can see it pays off right there.
Right. Marino's not afraid to get knocked down a little bit. I mean, as long as he gets the ball back for the Cardinals, he'll take some abuse.
That's right.
Like I said, it's all about the raspberry bruises.
Yep. That's just the type of player that Jacob Marino is. He's willing to take one for the team.
And a real good asset for the Cardinals.
Yeah. Marino on the inside. And a charge call on Marino.
Hey, maybe a little too much praise there, Chris.
That's going to be the Cardinals' 7th foul this half.
Like I said, you got to minimalize.
Yep, that's Marino's 2nd. That's also tough. I mean, he is under, he's under 3 fouls, which is what you want to be under at half. But you want to keep a careful eye on that. Once you get that 2nd foul, you kind of want to start doning down on defense a little bit, start playing defense with your hands up in the air, keeping your hips back, and making sure that you're not drawing contact.
Spoken like a true player.
Yep.
But I mean, you said it's good to be under 3, but I mean, you're at the brink of under 3, so you got to be real careful here.
And with 2 minutes to give, I think he's still going to be playing some tough defense.
Oh, that's for sure.
Long over court pass, kicked inside.
That's just a good play there for the Vikings.
Yep, Anthony Johnson gets that jumper to fall.
There's been a delay of game warning.
And it looks like there's a delay of game there.
Cardinals number 22-20.
Delay a game against the Cardinals. I think Marino's going to sit for that.
Yeah, they're definitely going to want to keep him on the bench.
Yeah. Richard's not paying attention there. It's another turnover for the Cards.
Open your eyes, young man. Eye on the rock, eye on the rock. So that 7-point Cardinal dominating lead is kind of only drawn down to 3 now.
Yeah, that's right. And the 7-point, nice
there
steal
you
by
go.
Carrizales. Carrizales going to try and lay this in. He draws a foul. He'll take 2 free shots any day. But like I said, a 7-point lead for the Cardinals is something that they wanted to build on. Now down to a 3-point lead. That's only 4 points. So they're going to definitely take that over. And they're going to try and get that lead back up to 7, or maybe even double digits if they want to.
No,
Like
I know I sound like a broken record here bringing up the Saginaw Arthur Hill game, but I mean, this is kind of what they did in the first quarter. They built up a lead, but they just couldn't maintain and keep points on the board.
That's right.
And that's kind of one of the reasons that they just lost control of the game.
Exactly.
You got to think as a player, which I know the Cardinals do. Every time you have the ball, you want to put it through the hoop.
Yep, exactly.
Because that is the only way to score.
Yep. Carrizales going 2 for 2 there for the Cardinals from the free throw line. The lead is now 5, Cardinals 21. Flint Northern Vikings 16 with 1:55 to play here in the first half. Boone with the ball. Kicks it on over to Sheffy. Swings it over to Hopkins. Hopkins back to Boone. Boone with the 3 in the corner again. Can't fall.
Nice defensive rebound there by Twing.
That's their 3rd 3 that they've taken right there in that little pocket this game. None of them have fallen. I think that they're going to try and get different looks from somewhere else on the floor. Nice steal by Boone. He's going to look for Hopkins.
Oh!
Nice clean all-ball swat there by Carrizales.
JC says get out of Cardinal country.
Yep. Jump ball is going to go to the Vikings.
Crowd likes it. Everyone likes it.
Yep.
Well, except for that Flint Northern bench, I'd assume.
It's going to be Lewis here to inbound the ball for the Vikings. We're going to get a replay here of this block. You can see the pass over to Hopkins.
Kind of called JC a shopper here because, he likes the stuff.
Yeah.
Kaboom.
Clean all ball. Maybe some body contact, but not enough. Nice little floater there for Sheffy.
21-18 lead here for the Cardinals with a buck left.
That's right. Carrizales pushing the ball off the floor. Kicks it to Rooker. Rooker looking high post for Miller. Miller with the bunny floater. Can't fall. Rebound by Boone. 51 seconds left here in the first half. Kicks it to Lewis there on the right side. Guarded by Carrizales. Swing over to Hopkins. Over to Boone.
It's very likely that Flint Northern could tie it up on this possession.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't been able to lock it down from 3, like you said, in this quarter, but it's still not out of the question.
Right. Now, if the Cardinals sit back on defense here and play some post-to-post defense, the Vikings very well. I spoke too soon. I started the sentence before that happened. I thought that they were going to try and look for the last shot there with the ball up at the top. They looked very leisurely. They looked very relaxed. I thought that they were going to try and take a last shot there, but that was a very great look. Just Hopkins couldn't catch that ball in his hands.
Yeah, got a little selfish there. Kind of took a bullet pass in the paint.
Yep.
he would have slowed that down a little bit, I mean, there was still a possibility for some points in the paint.
Yeah, Cardinals are going to try and utilize that possession, but that's a turnover there. That's going to cost them. That's a
basketball
no bucket.
count. Yep. That'll be a foul there on Richards.
Yeah. That was you could see Lewis pushing off of Richards, but I mean Richards is looking at the ref saying, "Sir, excuse me."
Maybe thinking of a little different thoughts though.
Yeah.
Richards is second, shooting 1-1.
Referee telling Richards to save it. Lewis at the line here for the Vikings. First free throw can't fall. It's
It's a 1-1,
1-1.
yep.
3 seconds left here on the halftime clock.
Got to get that ball off. Second left here. Oh,
Deflected.
stuffed at the last second.
Clean deflection there. Cardinals are going to head into halftime here up by 3. Cardinals 21. Flint Northern Vikings 18.
And I think we're going to send it over to Josh Shaw with the sideline report. So, Josh, whenever you're ready, we'll kick it over to you.
Welcome to the center of the court, your Davison cheer team.
Thanks, guys. I talked to Alderson before the game. He said that Davison will be focusing on the rebound and defensive side of the ball. So far, Davison has had 20 or so rebounds compared to Northern's only 6. But Northern's points so far have been in the paint, going through Davison's zone defense. Now, if hopefully Davison can fix this throughout the game. I'll send it back to you after half.
exciting second half I can tell already, Chris.
Yeah, that's right. Now, Sean, we're coming out of the halftime, out of the locker rooms and stuff. It's been halftime. They've had a minute to, discuss some things they really need to sit down and talk about. What do you think some of the things that Flint Northern talked about at halftime?
Flint Northern definitely had to cut down on the fouls is what they were talking about. I mean, points in the paint, they were starting to get some more so as the second quarter went on, but bad turnovers late in the game, bad turnovers in the whole second quarter actually. I mean, some bad fouls. I mean, there's just a multitude of things that they have to work on, but besides that, they're playing a pretty solid game, and I think it's going to stay close like this till the thick of things.
Right. Yep. You're right on there. And I think now on the other hand with the Cardinals, what they had to be talking about is we only got a 3-point lead, but we're doing everything that we want to be doing. Fouls kind of got away from us. They were shooting bonus at the end of the first half, but one of the things that we've been able to do is keep the ball out of the paint. They've gotten some easy buckets. We want to kind of cut down on that. Our turnover rate's kind of gotten out of the hand. We want to keep an eye on that as well. But I think Coach Allison and Coach Hatton really sat down at halftime and tried, really stress to the boys how they got to, really take advantage of every single offensive possession. You see Joe Tween right there, just easy lay-ins. They want to, have a lot of those. Davison, they turned the ball over a lot in the first half, and they had no points at all. Or not no points. They had free throws, but other than that, no made buckets off of they made free throws, but they didn't have any live action shots, during play. And the Cardinals definitely want to get more buckets out, not just free throws.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost astonishing. A team still can hold the lead after only scoring 3 points in the second quarter.
Right, and I think that's kind of where the Cardinals' lead kind of diminished, is right there where they didn't get a lot of opportunities to score inside the paint.
Yeah, luckily they started off this second half with a bucket.
Right.
So.
Nice offensive rebound there by Logan Richards. And a jump ball is called. And the possession arrow goes to the Vikings. Unfortunate right there. Logan Richards going hard inside the paint. Catching his own offensive rebound, but just can't get the points to capitalize. Here's Lewis bringing the ball up the floor for the Vikings, guarded by Carrizales. Swings it over to Boone. Now it's McFadden. Now it's Johnson. Over to Boone.
Oh, wide.
Yep.
Another wide.
McFadden for 3. Got it.
Oh, that's a dagger.
Yep. Now Cardinals are only
up
2 interceptions
that's
there
the
by
dagger.
Boone. Yep.
You got to watch out here.
Nice. Oh, couldn't get that bucket to fall. Nice
Offensive
rebound by
rebound.
McFadden.
Tied up. It is all tied up now.
Yep.
That was 5 straight points there for the Vikings in a matter of under 30 seconds.
That's right.
That's something the Cardinal defense cannot be too happy about. I mean, you let the long 3 go and then you turn it over as soon as you get it back. That was
rough.
that was rough.
Joe Tween can't get the floater to fall. Lewis loses possession of the ball off the fingertips of Richards. It's going to be Viking basketball.
Richards isn't enjoying much success in the second half so far.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he's not even on the point sheet, the spreadsheet for points, and he's got 2 fouls, which is rough. That's not the type of game that Richards is asking.
Yeah, you've got to wonder if that knee brace is really coming into things.
Right, maybe.
I mean, he might be at only like 85%.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, there you go. I mean,
2 for Rooker.
Nice shot there by Grant Rooker, a very physical player for the Cardinals.
And those are his
future
first
program.
points on the board.
Yep. Lewis pulls up for 3, off the front of the rim. Nice rebound by McFadden. Can't get the floater to fall.
Good rebound there by JC.
Yep. Marino with the floater off the left side of the glass. Can't get it to fall. Here's Johnson swinging over to Lewis.
Nearly intercepted. That fell.
JC thought he got all ball friction right there, but it's going to be called a foul on Carrizales for hold on the left arm.
That's only his first foul of the game, so through 1 half, that's not bad.
That's right.
That's just kind of the player. That's just the kind of player that JC is.
Yeah, exactly. McFadden inbounds it to Boone. Boone over to Lewis. Lewis trying to look inside of the post. Here's Johnson. Kicks it over to Boone for the 3. Can't get it to fall.
Offensive rebound.
Offensive rebound there for Johnson.
Nearly put away, but defensive rebound there for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals are definitely going to want to get a lot of defensive rebounds here in the rest of the game. If they want to win this game, they're going to definitely have to control the boards.
Definitely.
Yep.
Ball number 34, Tommy Johnson.
I believe that was Logan Richards there with the rebound.
Yeah. and then he was fouled by Tommy Johnson, number 34. That's his third foul for the Vikings, and he's only got 2 points. He's one of the bigger guys for the Vikings that they want to keep on the floor, so he's got to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, definitely.
Inside of Twing. Twing can't get the floater to fall.
Head to the line for 2.
Yep. Foul on number 30, Carnell Dunbar, the senior.
Dunbar. Twing will shoot.
Kind of seeing something odd happening here in the student section. Like they kind of split down the middle.
You're looking at one. I think you're looking at the dedication one side, and the other side is you're just seeing kind of existence.
Pretty much.
So yeah, I mean, Joe Twing can't get the first free throw to fall.
Start this half off 0 for 1 for free throws.
Yeah. Second free throw is good. 3-point lead here for the Cardinals. 26-23 with 4:51 remaining in the third quarter.
Oh.
And a blocking call there on Joe Twing.
I don't know. I kind of think that went both ways.
I think the reason they called a block there is because he did get his. It looked like he got his feet set. Noah's going to check in here for Marino. It looked like he got his feet set, but it kind of looked like his knees were real bent. He was real low to the ground. It looked like it was an awkward kind of stance there for the charge.
Okay.
That's why I think that they gave the. That's why I think they called it a blocking foul there.
Yeah, they usually give an equal call like that to the ball carrier.
Right. Lewis here, showing the ball at the top. Guarded by Richards loosely. Working on the inside. Kicks it over to Boone. Boone going left.
Oh, wide.
Post shot to Johnson. Can't get that shot
That
to
won't
fall.
fall,
Tipped
but
in by Boone.
Tip away, yeah.
Rough.
On a putback, number 4.
He's a little guy. You're going to want to try and drive out of the paint. You know, sink your butt into him and drive him right out of the paint. Get a nice solid rebound and control the ball on offense. That's what the Cardinals are trying to do right now.
Yeah, it's just the worst when they can just lay up those fingertips and let the ball fall in.
Ouch. Ouch. That's Richards' third foul. No points for him tonight.
He is just not having the type of night that he usually has.
Right.
Foul number 15. Richards. His third.
You just really got to wonder what's going on.
Richards, yeah. Paulison's going to want to get him out of the game. You know, get a towel on his forehead, get some water in him, and, you know, try and calm him down. Try and control how he's playing his game right now.
Pick up your 50 tickets.
Lewis with the ball, swings it over to Boone, being guarded by Twing. Catching a screen, driving it inside, and a travel called on Boone.
That's some real stonewall defense there for the Cardinals.
Yeah, no giving away right there.
You want to get through us, you're going to have to go through us brick by brick.
Nice up court pass to Rooker. He's got to finish. Ouch, he got to finish two.
Nice.
Easy shots.
Now.
No bucket there
Shot
for
will not
Miller.
count. Yep.
Rooker's going to head to the line. Another foul on Carlos Dunbar there.
They've got to put those offensive rebounds away. It's great that they're getting them, but I mean, if you get the ball, you got to put it away.
That's right.
Luckily, he made up for himself
By getting the ball back, and we'll see if he can get the points here.
Right.
And there's one.
Yep. Rooker gets his first to fall. He's got 3 points on the night with no fouls. Definitely playing an honest game.
Yeah, we're not seeing one player really take major control. We're kind of seeing an all-round group effort here.
Team
with
effort
points.
here.
I mean, you're seeing scores up there, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4. You're not seeing like 10, 20.
Red ball, red.
Checking in for the Vikings.
Carazales with a nice save there, but a
Victor
referee calling that he stepped out of bounds as he was attempting to save that ball. Catching the worst of bad luck there. Inbound to Lewis. 3:42 remaining here in the third quarter. Here's McFadden on the inside. Lost away. And we're going to stay here, Viking basketball. Checking in, Dalton Root for number 14.
In for the
Rooker.
Cardinals, number 5. Dalton Root.
Root 0 fouls, 0 points for the night.
Yeah, he's going to try and get on the board.
Definitely.
I mean, that's in the points category for sure, not the other one.
Right. And with 3 fouls here, only in the third quarter, Cardinals have, you know, they've been playing some smart defense here. They've been controlling their fouls, which is what they want to do if they want to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have pretty much locked each other down this quarter. Not a lot of points being scored here.
Right.
Kind of playing smart basketball. I mean, only 3 split for fouls.
Right. Who do you think the Cardinals are going to try and get the ball in whose hands right now on this possession? Who do you think they're going to try and go to?
If they're going to want to score, they're going to want to have to go to JC or Vines.
Right.
I've definitely seen them.
Why is that?
Well, they've got the hot hand so far for this game, it seems
Right.
like.
Right. Dalton Root with the 3 right there. Vines trying to get the rebound. Controlled here by McFadden. Up court to Lewis. Back to McFadden. Back to Lewis. Showing the ball at the top of the key here.
Being chased out of the arc.
Right. Kicking it out to McFadden. Lost
And
away.
Dixon
Cardinal
now.
basketball. Timeout taken there by the Cardinals. Smart timeout by me. I think that Coach Alderson is going to try and control the rest of this third quarter and really try and set a pace. You can tell that the Vikings are frustrated. You know, you can hear it right now. They're frustrated, and the Cardinals are going to try and utilize their turnovers and try and convert them into points right now.
It seems like both teams really aren't happy with the way they're playing. I mean,
Yeah.
We're seeing a 27-25 score, but it could easily be like, you know, like 12 more points each both sides. And I mean, like you said, that's a good timeout for Coach Alderson. He takes a full timeout. He wants to really get his boys motivated. He wants to let them know, guys, we're still in this. We still got the lead. We just got to execute. We just got to get buckets. We just got to get rebounds.
Right, exactly. He's going to definitely try and convert the ball on the defensive side. He's going to try and get up the floor fast, and he's going to try and get some quality buckets inside the paint.
Definitely.
Trying to resume play here. 2:50 remaining here in the third quarter. Cardinals still up 2, 27-25. Very, very low scoring game, but like you said, I don't think it's at the fault of the offenses. I think right now it's definitely it can be called a defensive struggle.
Yeah, I mean, this is Davison's first year in the Saginaw Valley. They're really trying to feel out their opponent. I mean, they had that tough 16-point loss at Flint Northern on December 7th. So they're definitely going to be trying to make up for that. And so far, they've done pretty well.
Right. Right. I just think I talked to Hatton before the game, and he said that the turnovers kind of got away from them. They had 36 turnovers, which is something that even if you cut that clean in half, that's 18 turnovers. Something that you want to steer completely away from anything over 10 turnovers. That's just ugly. You want to definitely try and control the ball and get it on the inside and score. And then on the defensive side, you're just going to want to set your feet and shuffle your feet and try and get a clean offensive or defensive rebound. You know.
I really can't even believe that. 36 turnovers in a game. Gosh.
Right. Almost, like you said, almost unrealistic. Lob pass to Twing. Twing watches that one flutter out of bounds.
So both teams have just lost the ball in the same time of play. I mean, Flint Northern lost it on an attempted 3, rebound out of bounds, and Davison just lost it on a lobber out of bounds. So.
Right. They're gonna. I mean, like I said, they're gonna try and cut off these turnovers. Like. It's burning them right now. They're going to want to get away from that. I mean, it's keeping it a 2-point game. If they cut back on these turnovers here in the rest of the third quarter and the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see the point deficit grow bigger and bigger and bigger.
Game tied up now.
Yeah, but right now they're shooting themselves in the foot and allowing the Vikings to stick around. Up court to Root. Back to Carrizales. Being guarded here by Sheffy.
The thing we've seen tonight with Flint Northern is they keep their guys out a very long time. And
yeah.
He's been calling Sheffy's name pretty much all night.
Exactly.
So that just shows that they're a really durable team as far as, stamina goes.
Right.
There's a good bucket there by Vines.
Yep, almost fell out of bounds there. Carrizales passed to Miller, but Miller saved it back into Vines, and Vines was able to flutter that one in for 2 points. Carrizales trying to get around number 22, Mike McFadden, but...
Yeah, McFadden's going to try and argue that one, that it was Carrizales and not him, but
right.
He stepped right in his way.
Yeah. That's McFadden's 3rd foul of this game, his team's 4th in the second half.
And he is the leading scorer on the floor right now for the Vikings.
Right.
So they're going to want to be careful with him.
Right, exactly. He's going to want to cut back because, he's one of the players that's keeping him in the game right now. Over to Root. Root's going to pull up for 3. Got it.
That sinker will go.
5-point lead here for the Cardinals, drawing into the end of the third quarter.
So Root's on the board for the 3. Big 3, too, for the Cardinals.
And a foul is called on Joe Twing.
Not like that one bit.
Right.
Second foul of the night.
McFadden is going to head to the line here for 2 shots. Like you said, he's got 9 points. He's going to try and get into double digits and try and bring the Vikings back closer to this Cardinal lead. Misses his first one, he's going to try and save the second one.
Yep. So Davison gets that 5-point lead back that they had earlier in the half.
Right.
Or, excuse me, earlier in the first half. Late in the first half.
Yeah.
Tripping over my own tongue. The bouncer will fall. Trampoline basket there for the Vikings.
For the Vikings, number 2, Deontay Hopkins.
Well, it's like Newton said, what goes up must come down. For the Vikings there, it just came down to the basket.
Yeah. On the floor here for the Cardinals is number 20, Carrizales, number 5, Dalton Root.
Root, there you go.
There's second three in a row. Number 34 to Curry on Vines.
Mr. Downtown Dalton.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just a real nice shot.
Yeah, it is. But like, I mean, it's open, and why not take a wide open shot right now? The lead is very close. The teams are taking some risks, so why not try and risk something and get a bigger lead here?
Yeah, I mean, of course you're going to give it to the man with the hot hand, and
boom.
Well, there you go there.
Whopping down a 3 there for the Vikings. And just like that, 4-point lead back again for the Cardinals. We're going to look again at that Dalton Root 3 that he hit right there.
Next game will be away Friday against Flushing. That'll be at Flushing.
As you can see, they just pass it over to Root. He sees it
wide
way
open,
open.
nice screen
No
there
doubt
by
within
Joe
5 feet of him.
Right.
And then kaboom, just like the dynamite, it's gone.
Yeah, right. Now at the end of the third quarter here at the start of the fourth, we're going to send it over to Josh Shire with our sideline report. Josh?
Here we are in the third quarter. Davison up 35-31. Davison has a record of 1-8 this season, 1-3 being in the division title. So far, the last time we played Northern was earlier this season when we lost with a score of 52-36. Hopefully tonight we can add a win to that. In the last 7 times we've played Northern, we've lost. The score is 2-5. Hopefully we can add one to that tonight also. Northern is second in their division while Davison is sixth. I'm going to send it back to you guys back on the desk.
Thanks, Josh. Now, Sean, we've been keeping this perspective in our minds a lot throughout this game. What do you think their coaches are saying here to start the fourth quarter?
Well, Davison and Flint both definitely picked up the scoring late in the game, so, I mean, the timeouts are really helping them out. They know what they got to do now, and they've just got to execute the way they've been in that late third quarter.
Right. Carrizales with the 3 can't fall there.
I mean, we only saw after that first time out of the third quarter, we've only seen one more foul for both teams. So, I mean, they're playing smart basketball. It's just they aren't really executing as far as points go.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think that both teams right now are utilizing each other's timeouts. They're really going to try and control this game. I mean, the last time that they played them last year, and then even earlier in the season, the game kind of fell away from the Cardinals. And right now, I think that they're definitely going to try and fix those mistakes and really try and control this game and slow everything down. Now that they know what they got to do in this game to win this game, and I think right here in the fourth quarter, they're really going to zone in on what they got to do to win this game.
Exactly. We saw a nice snag there by JC on the steal.
Right. Bukai coming up to set a low screen. Floated back over there to Carrizales. Calling for a screen comes Slazak. Marino in the corner for 3.
Shot won't fall.
That shot will fall 9 times out of 10. That was a very, very good look for the Cardinals there.
It's the 10% that kills you, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep. Not going to get that call.
Right. Over and back there. Good effort there by Deontay Hopkins, but he can't get it to go. He's a sophomore, by the way.
Interesting.
Yeah. He's actually not on the board tonight, fouls or points, but he's definitely one of the players that's been given a lot of effort to the Viking effort tonight.
Definitely. All you can ask is for those young players to make big impacts.
Yep. Carrizales with the floater there. Nice rebound by Andrew Miller.
He's going to get the and one. What a play there by Andrew Miller.
Yeah, he's the type of player you look at him, his physique kind of looks like, I mean, you look at him, you could think he might be uncoordinated, maybe he's skinny, he could be real fast. He plays track and soccer, so he's very mobile on his feet, and he's very skilled, like I said, very mobile. And he can absorb a lot of contact and be able to lay a bucket in just like that and draw a foul.
Yeah, like you said for Bukai there and Miller both. They're both pretty tall, kind of lanky kind of guys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they can put on some
Beef, like you said, they're going to be really good key assets for the Cardinals.
Exactly. 3 throw falls there for Miller. 7-point lead for the Cardinals, 38-31 with just under 6:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
And that comfortable 7-point lead returns for the Cardinals.
Yeah, right. They're going to want to try and stay in the driver's seat, keep the seatbelt buckled, and just steer clear of anything that's going to cause a Viking comeback. Definitely going to try and reduce the turnovers and gain the free throws.
That's just a low percentage shot.
Yeah.
You're going to miss that shot 9 times out of 10.
Right. Driving the ball inside of the paint for the Vikings has been working for them all game, so I don't really know why you would try to draw away from something like that.
We should be seeing a timeout here now. The Cardinals have taken a 7-point lead from the Vikings.
Right, now a 9-point lead. Yep,
Yeah.
like you said. Step, it's out of bounds. Timeout. Oh, I was going to say, it looked kind of like we were still in play. I mean, I couldn't really tell what's going on there. Timeout there taken by the Vikings. Coach Buzz is going to try and calm his players and try and reduce this 9-point lead with, I don't think threes, but I think trying to work the ball inside for some hard-earned twos. And then on the defensive side of the ball, they're going to try and get some very tough-earned rebounds, try and box out, and try and push the ball up the floor at their own pace. Now, what do you think the Cardinals are doing right now to try and win this game?
They've got to keep up with the momentum that they're working with right now. They're getting really good looks from their players. They're staying out of foul trouble. And, I mean, they're just playing smart basketball right now. And, I mean, that's really all you can ask for as a coach and from a player's perspective.
Right, exactly. Well put. Vikings are going to start with the ball out on the sideline here. Here's Lewis over to Boone. Kicks it over to McFadden. Back to Lewis, looking for Boone. Swinging the ball around to the top of the key. And then nice attempt right there by Johnson, but he couldn't get that floater to fall. And I think that's what the Vikings are. I think that's what they're trying to do on offense. They're trying to get the defense moving on the inside. Trying to pass the ball around the perimeter, trying to get the defense moving inside the paint, and then once they find the open man, they're going to try and throw a bullet right on the inside and try and get them an open look for a layup.
Definitely. They're not going to go for the instant get back into this game shot. They're going to be looking to grind it away over these last 5 minutes.
Right. You're going to look at a 3-man perimeter here with 2 guys on the inside, trying to move the ball. McFadden to Boone inside of Johnson. Johnson with the floater, can't get it to fall.
Defensive rebound there by Vines.
Right.
Good grab.
Richards pushing the ball up here for the Cardinals.
Still no points on the board tonight.
Right. Let's see if we can change that here in the fourth quarter.
He's got to be careful there.
Nice timeout there by Coach Allison. You can kind of feel everything. Richards, you can kind of feel the pressure downing on Richards a little bit. I think he's going to calm him down a little bit. Let him know, just try and keep control on the offensive side of the ball. Let's try and slow this game down. Let's try and take a nice, easy win here as the clock runs out.
Exactly. And all they've got to do now is kill as much time as they can while they have the ball. Maybe get a high percentage shot and just knock down a bucket.
Right, exactly. I mean, like I said, swinging the ball around the perimeter for the Vikings and then trying to swing it inside real quick with a nice, good pass. That's been working, but that's pretty much what they've been doing. They've been having a lot of guys slice through the middle of the paint and come out on top of the perimeter and try and get a lot of backside guys flowing through there. I mean, they're trying to look for the backside ball, and they're trying to look for a lot of sneaky guys sitting right underneath the hoop, wide open, looking for that little window. That's what they're trying to hit right now. And that's just what, it's not really working for them because the Cardinals are just playing a lot of up-tone defense, and that's what they need to keep doing. Nice deflection there by Lewis.
Good steal, real good steal. Well, percentage shot there.
Dalton Root plays some nice defense. He just lets the pressure try and get to him, let him, shoot himself if he has to, but he makes his own layup. Blocking foul there.
Foul on Viking number 10, Lewis.
On number 10, Ramon Lewis.
His second, team 6.
Now the Cardinals are only 1 away here from shooting bonus. They only got 1 to give. The Vikings do. Cardinals got 2 to give until they're in foul trouble, which is a good position to be at right now.
Definitely.
Dalton Root looking for Miller. Kicks it out to Root again.
Mr. Hot Hand from downtown.
Trying to look for Joe Twing or Miller at the high post. Swings it over to Carazales. Carazales trying to go baseline. Defense falling away there. Carrizales.
There you go. That's using the boards.
Carrizales dribbling towards the rim with 2 defenders on him. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Rough. Rough
That's just
turnover
a
there
tough
for
break.
McFadden.
Yeah, that's a tough break.
We're going to look at replay. Carrizales driving in the paint there. Turns around. No defense anymore. And that's just an easy shot for Carrizales.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
And it falls. Carrizales with the 3 off the front of the iron there. Lewis,
Like taking
long
the ball
apart
to the
pass to McFadden.
Ooh.
Nice try and
Stapled them
attempt there of a charge.
Really stolen away.
Yep. And a foul called there on number 22, Mike McFadden.
Cardinals pretty much know at this point what they've got to do to win this game,
Right.
and they're pretty much in control of the momentum right
Yeah,
now.
I think right now the Vikings are kind of slowly retreating out of this game. Their fouls are kind of getting them in some trouble. You look on the board, 2-2, 4-4-3. That's some foul troubles for their starters right there. And I think they're just kind of shooting themselves in the foot, and the Cardinals are just going to sit back and let the Vikings take care of their own fate.
Exactly. I mean, this is a self-oriented collapse here for the Vikings.
Yeah. Marino at the line. First free throw falls.
Nice knockdown.
They're in 1-1 right now.
It's 8 points from Marino on the night.
A subtle contribution from Jacob Marino, but he's, you can't see rebounds up there, and that's where I think he exploded tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely been helping on the boards.
Yeah. Second free throw falls.
I mean, I don't think he really is too worried about how many points he scores as long as he can get Davison the W.
Exactly.
The only number he cares about is 2.
Yeah.
Second win for the Cardinals. So we're seeing an 11-point lead here for the Cardinals. There's only 3:43 left.
Right. I mean, like I said, free throws, nice easy lay-ins. That's how the Cardinals were going to take care of this game tonight, and I think that's what they did. Lewis being guarded by Marino. Now it's Boone, dribbling on the inside with the floater. Nice shot.
moves.
That was a nice quality offensive possession, taking control there by Boone.
I'd say so myself.
Carrizales, pass to Miller over to Marino.
Oh,
Lob
nice
to Miller,
alley-oop
nice
there.
lay-in. Nice lay-in.
Good hops there for Miller.
Yeah, nice soft set of hands for Miller. He's able to lay that bucket in easily.
9 points on the night for Miller.
Yeah.
Only 1 foul. That's a real honest night.
Yeah, he's, like I said, we talked about this. Bukai and him are going to be one of the bigs that Davison's definitely going to try and rely on. Oh, and one.
Oh, my. If we get a replay of that.
That looked like,
Number 20.
Yeah, that was kind of a late shot there.
yeah.
His third.
We're going to look at the replay of that there. Marino's very curious himself.
Yeah, trying to argue his own case.
Yeah, we're going to look at this.
To the line.
So
See,
let's
there's the contact.
There's the foul, of course.
Uh,
He was kind of going through his
Yeah, he
progression.
very well might have.
You know what? I'm going to keep it.
Right.
There.
Ball's there for number 10.
Ah, oh, sliding tackle there for Rooker.
Right. He's another physical player for the Cardinals that they got to offer. But that is... Grant Rooker's not on the board up there.
Number 14, Rooker. Teammate number 20, Sheffield.
It's the team's 8th free throw, so they're 2 more to give till they're in the double bonus, but right now they're at 1-1. Number 20, Victor Sheffy's shooting here for the Vikes.
First one won't fall, and that's
Nice rebound by
one more,
Twing.
of course.
2:45 remaining here in play. Miller taking a tough slide there. In some pain. Oh, what happened there?
Favoring that left arm.
Yeah.
He's
Trying to
definitely
shake
trying
it
to
off.
Yeah.
He knows that
shake
they
that
still
off.
need him here inside in the hoop. Marino can't get that bucket to fall. Boone pushing the ball off the floor.
Trying his best not to show his physical discomfort, but
Yeah.
you can just tell.
Lewis for the 3. Can't get it to fall. Rebound by Boone. He's going to try and shoot a... Nope. Kicks it on out to Lewis.
Towering 3 won't go.
Yeah, right. Rebound by Carrizales.
Well, he tried to make a extremely athletic play there by both catching the ball and throwing it at the same motion.
I think Marino tried to call a timeout. I heard it. I guess no one else did, though. Nice attempt at a smart play there from Marino.
Definitely.
Timeout taken there by Coach Pleasant of the Vikings. I think he's going to say here, we got a minute 55 left, full
An
timeout.
8-point lead is not insurmountable.
Right, exactly. It's not completely lethal. So he's going to try and sit the Vikings down and say, no, let's try and get some quick turnovers here on the defensive side of the ball. Let's try and get the ball in our hands, go down the floor and get some quick lands. Although they want to be in control and be relaxed, at the same time they do kind of want to have some self-urgency here, because under 2 minutes, a minute 55 is a lot of time, but then again at the same time you got to act quick if you're down by 8 points.
Precisely. So, I mean, you can score, but if Cardinals come back and score, then your score was, it was just up there. So they're going to want to get some points on the board, get some defensive holds.
Right.
And of course, they're just trying to score.
Good luck to the boys hockey team tomorrow night as they go up against the Lapeer West at Polar Palace. Good luck.
On the floor here for the Cardinals is Richards, Vines, Miller, Carrizales, and Marino. That's
Kind
the
of a crawler lineup there.
You got Carrizales, the ball handler there, and then some height and depth right there for the Cardinals. They're going to try and definitely get some rebounds and some offensive lay-ins there. Nice shot there, yeah.
Number 22.
Good knockdown there from Michael McFadden.
Marino going to the ball, calling for it, gets it in. Now it's Vines, back to Miller. Vines with the ball, kicks it off to Carrizales.
Been pressured.
Yep. Carrizales creating space for himself. Richards inside of Marino. Nice lofter to Miller. Hacked.
1-1.
1-1. Foul on number 30. That's his 5th for the Vikings.
And he's going to be out of there.
Darnell Dunbar is going to check out of the game with 5 fouls and 2 points.
Can't be too happy about the way this night ended. Wait, correction, 4? Technical error there is only his 4th
It's
foul.
only his 4th. I mean, before I looked up and I saw 3-0, and I looked up there and I saw the 4 blink change to a 5. So, I mean, hey.
Hey, we call it like we see it, Chris.
Yep.
We're keeping honest.
The boys over there at the bench
They're doing
try
their
and
work.
keep themselves honest. They're Cardinal fans, but they got to keep their favoritism to a low sometimes.
Yep, no no hometown calls there.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Nice
Good
save
basket there. 46-42, and I mean they've cut that 8-point lead down to an only 4-point lead.
Right, exactly. Like I said, I mean, a minute 55. It was a minute 55. Now it's just about a minute, but 4 points in 50 seconds is pretty good. But now they're going to definitely try and sit down on defense and catch a turnover, catch a rebound.
Definitely.
51 seconds left remaining here in the game. Carrizales kicks the Vines.
Nice shot there for Vines. 42 seconds left here, down 6.
Yeah.
Vikings are going to try and put something together.
Dunbar tried to glass him.
Deep 3 will not connect.
That's not a smart shot.
That is
Down
a
by
low
6,
percentage shot.
You don't need a 3 immediately. I mean, you're good,
I'm not going to say he was out of shooting range, but I'm going to say he was about a mile away from the arc there.
Right.
Ramon Lewis.
Maybe a little out of his mind.
Yeah.
His 3rd.
Coach Ellison, nice timeout. He's going to let the Vikings think about their mistake here.
Full timeout.
Davison, timeout.
So what are we thinking here for Flint Northern?
I mean, I think, like I said, they're going to definitely try and think about this mistake that they just had. I mean, that was not a smart job. They're going to try and make an example here of Raymond Lewis and say, listen, let's not try and have that happen again. Let's definitely try and get a lot of, useful offensive possessions and try and work it inside to our bigs who can score. I mean, you look up on the board, you see you got a shooter like Boone, he's got 11 points. I mean, you got Ramon Lewis, he's got 11 points. And then also you got
Michael
22,
McFadden.
Mike McFadden, the shooter. He's a pretty big guy. He's got also 11 points. See, you got guys that can score, but you just got to have them do it at the right time and not just senselessly throw the ball up and try and have it go in the hoop.
Yeah, I mean, the Vikings have kind of had this game be put on the shoulders of 3 players, each with 11 points. So, I mean, that's 33 points between 3 players.
Right.
So, I mean, the big guys are stepping up with, you know, everyone else. They've just got to play to the max.
Exactly. So here's shooting for the Cardinals is going to be number 20, J.C. Carrizales.
9 points on the night with only one, or excuse me, that's 7 points on the night with 3 fouls.
Right.
It's looking at Miller's.
Carrizales' first shot falls. He's not going to miss.
Nope.
He's one of those guys, he prizes easy free shots and
any free throw he can get.
right. Carrizales' second shot is off the back of the rim. Saved by Miller, that's going to be Cardinal basketball.
There you go. Nice effort there.
McFadden kind of upset with himself there. No need to go after that ball. It's out of bounds. It was going to be, it was going to be Viking basketball anyways, but he put himself in play, and just like that, it's Cardinal basketball.
Yep, just not a smart play.
Into Marino, trying to foul. 25 seconds left here. Vikings down by 9. Cardinals up 49-42.
Down by 7.
Or 7. I was the whole time sitting there looking at that 49.
It's all good.
Down by 7. 49-42. 25 seconds left. Marino here up the line. His first shot falls.
Nailed it.
Now the Cardinals are now in double bonus, so they shoot 2 free throws every single time, no matter what foul. That's tough. I mean, when the Vikings are going to try and foul to stop the clock here, you get 2 guaranteed shots. With a team that's prized free throws so much, in the first half and even here in the second half, it's going to be tough to diminish points off of the free throw line from the Cards.
No, most definitely.
Right. Richards kicks it over to Carrizales. Over to Richards. 10 seconds left. Vines has got it. Clock going to run out here.
6.
Marino over to Richards. Richards is going to dribble this one out.
Starting the countdown here in Cardinal Fieldhouse, and well, good Davidson Cardinals have just upset Flint Northern. I mean, they were the second-ranked team in the Saginaw Valley South Conference, the division of the Saginaw Valley South.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
4-1, their only loss being to Carmen, but now they're 4-2 thanks to Davison.
Oh, yeah, that's a big game. This is a big one here for the Cardinals. Like I said, free throws, they took advantage of that. They really toned in on this game, and they focused on what they got to get done. And this is a big, big win for the Cardinals. They're going to try and build off of this.
Definitely. I mean, that makes the Cardinals 2-3 here in the conference, 2-8 overall. So, so we're going to send it over to Josh Schauer with our player of the game.
Josh is going to try and get Carrizales over here.
Joe Twing honorably leaves the circle.
Take it, Josh.
Hey, I'm here with Jordan Carrizales, and he deserves the lockdown player of the game. There you go, Jordan.
Thank you.
Now, how do you think you did during today's game?
I was a little, the pace was very high. Once the game started going, my molecules were going real fast. But once the game started going, started getting the feel of the game, started getting my players good looks, and we got the shots knocked down.
You guys are now 2-8 this season. Do you guys see yourself improving over the games?
Oh yeah, last game against Saginaw Arthur Hill showed us what we really were against the second team in the nation or state, and we showed what we could do.
Where do you guys see yourself going the rest of the season?
Forward.
That's good. I'm Josh Schauer. Send it back to you guys.
Okay, so final score, Davison Cardinals 50, Flint Northern Vikings 42. This has been a production of DTV. I'm Chris Jarrett alongside Sean Bednar. Have a good night, Davison.